So I think we can move to the Indian team. The next is Indian team, which was headed by Sarbani.
Yes, Percy.
So Sarbani.
Mic is working now, so I can take
Yes,
back.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Percy.
yes. Sarbani,
Yes.
over to you. Over to you.
Okay. Thanks, Percy. I will request. I'll request Sally and Pavnija to present because they are the ones who have worked on and I have co-supervised them. So I'll come at the end. First, let Sally and Pavnija present. Sally and Pavnija, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll be presenting from our side. So I'll share my screen first.
It is visible, Ali.
Siali, if you may please unmute yourself. I think Siali, you are muted. So yes.
Okay. So now is it audible?
Yes, it is. It is audible now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay. So I'll start with my introduction. So I'm Sally. I'm a MTech 30 from IIT Bombay, and along with my fellow mate Pavnija, who is a MTech second year from the IIT Bombay, and our mentor Dr. Sabani ma'am. So this is a Girls in Asia Data Training Program from the Indian team, and we actually worked for this in the STEM domain. And I would like to offer my thanks, vote of thanks to ma'am. Because of whom we got this opportunity to spread some awareness about the domain actually we are working from, because we are from the technical institution, and we are the postgraduates students working here. And because of this, like the domain we are working on, it is supporting us and actually helped us to spread awareness regarding the girls involvement, and having our little bit share in doing some gender equity for getting opportunities for the girl students in the data science domain. I'll now over to Pavnija.
Hello everyone. So to start with the objective of the program, and it's like the bringing the awareness about the STEM education to the young girls who are the bright minds of the country. And however, by not only making the students aware about the, am I audible clearly?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Siali, if you may please, switch off your or mute your mic. Siali. Siali, if you may please mute your mic. Yes, okay. So Panjwani, please. Yes.
Yeah. So, however, by not only making the students aware about the STEM education, by involving them in some basic data elements such as data collection, visualization, and interpretation, will also help them in getting to know the good current insight of the STEM education status in the country, and also will help them have a good hands-on experience on the basic data science elements. Yeah, next. So, for the training, we have involved ninth grade students from the IITB campus school, and the top 10 bright ninth grade students are taken as a part of this training program. Next. And a brief description of the activities are first introductory presentation by Professor Chandrasekhar sir, and next going on with the sessions which were planned consecutively in the 3 months. Session 1 was about data collection, and the session 2 was about the data visualization techniques, and the 3 is about the data interpretation. And the students were also given some individual work to frame a research question and work on their own data and do a various data visualization elements on the data which they have collected. Briefing about the introductory presentation by Professor Chandrasekhar sir from IIPS, International Institute of Population Sciences, where he has given a very good, fast understanding about the various visualization types such as bar plot, line plot, pie chart, and all. So he has taken raw data which is collected from NFHS, so National Family Health Survey, and taking the data, raw data collected, he has gone through a smooth way of conveying the usage of the data visualization types, and also letting when to use which type of data visualization for which kind of data, and also the significance and the comparative study of the data using these techniques. Coming to the session 1 summary of the data collection, which is conducted in the school. So we have given a very good introduction about what is the data and why it is important, and about the various forms of data and its privacy, and where do we get the authentic or the valid data or the raw data, and about also the details of how to let them search for their own data clarification. Like if they want to know about the STEM education details in the country, how can they get it from data sites from which data they can rely completely on to get a very good and a genuine information from. Yeah. Coming to the session 2, over to you, Sally.
Okay, so in second session, we actually conducted the session on data visualization. So I'll summarize that. So in that session, we were actually focused on how to do data visualization in MS Excel. Actually, we accessed MS Excel, and it was very handy for the students to work on. And we let them know about the different data visualization techniques like bar, plots, and pie chart, to know about because the data they can get from the authenticated sites are very vast and they can't do the comparative studies. So for that, the visualization techniques are very important and very handy to understand. So for them, we in this session we conducted a session on data visualization. We let them know about various techniques and its relevance, like how they can rely on it and study comparatively, and how to do data visualizations about the collected data. The and we given them where we did some activities regarding to the data visualization, where we asked students to do we have given some common data to them, and we have asked them to do some different kind of data visualization techniques on the same data, so that they can understand the difference between which technique to use for the data, and which is very informative comparatively. And in the third session, which was very which was the student activity session, so in that we asked students to come up with their data related to STEM educations, because as we have seen, like the students which are the girls candidate which are enrolling into the STEM educations are comparatively high compared to the students which are giving actually back to the science. So the difference between the percentage is very high, because after getting the bachelor's or basic graduation in any science stream, or we can say engineering stream, they choose a different path after that. So to give to the research and development, to give to the mathematics back, the percentage of girls candidate involved are very less. So for that, we were making students aware of these things beforehand only, because there are so many schemes and scholarships launched for the girls candidate, the students are not aware of. So the third session was about it, and we allowed students to choose data related to STEM education, and to make their own presentation related to the data collected, and what information they are conveying, the data is conveying through the with the help of visualization technique. That activity we have conducted in the third session. So these are the glimpse of some student activities, and they frame according to some sample research questions. So these are some basic questions which were framed by the students, and they have taken some basic data related to some household things and comparative studies. So these are student activities and the data presentation they have done. Talking about the challenges which we actually faced during the session is like to make the student understand the word which is technical education, because for the girl candidate, the student studying in ninth grade, it is they have very vague or very less information about their career path at such age. So talking about that, to let them understand what is STEM education and what actually can be done, can be given back to the research and development and to the data science. It was very difficult to let them understand. So we actually did it through small examples and some interesting things. We let them know about this theme, and we actually enhancing the students' interest in this theme, and making them available about the various options which are available in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which they can carry forward and look up to as their career path, and making them understand about the government skill, because they were from the ninth grade, and knowing about the scholarships and all that supports them for their education were the challenges we actually faced. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Sally and
you.
We'll need to
Pawanji.
conclude. We'll concluding our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Siali and Pawanji. Pawnija, sorry for the
Thank you. It's okay.
mispronunciation. So,
It's
Sarbani, it's over to you, the head of our Indian chapter.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Papnija. Thank you, Saili. I think this would not have been possible without the active cooperation and support from Saili and Papnija. In spite of their very hectic schedules, because they are students and they have to be involved in quite a lot of activities in their laboratory. So, but in spite of that, they took their time out and they have diligently worked on it as something that is their own, because I have told them from the very beginning that you have to work on it in a way that you have to be role model for those girls in the school. So so that is one thing. I also feel that this type of work is nice, and it has far-reaching consequences, because if we follow the same students over the period of time, for example, because now they know about data visualization, they know how to handle data, they know how to what is good data, what is bad data, what is authentic data, what is not authentic. But apparently there is a turmoil, there is a dilemma in their mind that what are we going to do with this data eventually, is something that is there in their mind. And we have been trying to discuss with the girl students in the school. I think it will be nice to follow these girls over a period of time to see where is that trajectory happening, or what is that trajectory going to, at what point is it going to, and where is that divergence happening and why. We did find out one of the very important things for technical education, and this Saili and Pavnija also, we found it together actually, that for technical education in India, for girls to follow, I mean, for anyone, it is expensive. I mean, even Saili and Pavnija being in IIT Bombay, they do have to shell out a lot of money to follow their education career. So we talked about the scholarship opportunities with these girls, so that when we give them an option of going into technical education, let them also have an understanding of what are the scholarship options, from where will they get money, what are the loan options. So that is at least something, some insightful thing that we have taken care of. And as I mentioned, it will be nice if we can look into how follow these girls across time to see where they're going to, following which type of education. Yeah. So that's from
Yes.
me and the India team. Thank you.
Thank you. You have rightly pointed out, Sarbani, that the finances issue, the economic issue is one of the major concerns of girls going into, STEM, and it needs to be incentivized by the government. Thank you, Sarbani and Team India.